Hi, and welcome to the Disenchanted Cradle Witch. This is episode number 3. It is Saturday, September 9th, 2017, and I am Mama Raven, the Disenchanted Cradle Witch, also known as the Yarn Witch. I am she known of many names, but hopefully they're not bad names, and we're still friends. Definitely not disgruntled this time. Sometimes I slip up and say the disgruntled Cradle Witch, but I'm not. I came out today to the Mystical Fair here in Lexington, which I am fortunate enough to have a running acquaintance / friendship with one of the lovely ladies who now owns and operates the Mystical Fair. Her name is Layla. She's really sweet. Come by the Mystical Fair and say hi to Layla. I really came out today. I wanted to get a feel for it. I had not been to this particular mystical fair, and I had not been to any type of psychic fair since my friend Sunny did the Inner Light Festival. I went to that once, and it was I didn't like the vibe of it. I really didn't. I love Sunny. I just really didn't like the vibe of the Inner Light Festival, and it may have been the people who were running it at that time. I mean, who knows? It could have been any number of things that turned me off of it. And I used to work one, which I have tried all day to try and remember the name of the festival that I used to do readings at. But, we're talking a decade ago, and I've slept since then. But, and I don't know if I'll ever get back into reading professionally again. I might make doodads to sell, but as far as reading, it's so draining on me. And as I was reminded today, I tend to absorb a lot, like a little sponge. And I'm outside. I'm sitting outside the Mystical Fair right now because I could not walk 2 feet without talking to somebody and having little side conversations. So I felt like if I were walking through with my phone trying to do the podcast recording, like live on the spot at the Mystical Fair, they would be horribly distracting. And it would probably be horribly distracting for the people trying to do readings and stuff too. So out of respect for them, I am outside. And I'm kind of taking this moment to reground and go through the experiences I've had today. By no means did I stay for the whole thing. I certainly could have and could have had a wonderful time, and I did manage to not spend a whole lot of money. That it would have been easy to do so, very, very easy to do so, but and I feel like Layla told me she just, her and her friend, I cannot remember the other lady's name, had just took over this fair in December. And I believe they've also purchased the Inner Light Festival, so there could be really good changes happening there. But, and I'm sorry for the engines and other ambient noises going on around. I have a little bit of a cross breeze coming through the car, but woohoo, motorcycles, yay, noise. So maybe I'll be interested in going back to the Inner Light Festival now that I know it's under different management, and that if it has the kind of energy that's here at the Mystical Fair, then definitely it will be a positive place to be. If you want to learn more about the Mystical Fair, it should be, I believe it is mysticalfairlex.com, mysticalfairlex.com. I will put a link to it in the liner notes for the podcast for anybody that's interested. And that will also have the dates that they have it. It's once a month. It was earlier in the month, this month, September, because a lot of the same people also participate in Scarefest. Scarefest. Just very quickly, I want to give a little Scarefest promo because I get to go for the first time this year. I'm so excited. Woo! And this is the 10th year of Scarefest, mind you. Okay, 10th year. It's just taken me this long to get on board. Scarefest at www.scarefest.com. So it's TheScarefest.com. September 29th to October 1st at the Lexington Center, which is 430 West Vine Street, Lexington, Kentucky. It is Celebrities, Horror Fandom, and Halloween Expo, celebrating 10 years of terror. It says, meet your favorite celebrity guests, free seminars, celebrity panels, unique vendors, costume ball, indie film series, professional photo ops, the Psychic Lounge, and exclusive VIP events. And the Home Depot is sponsoring a Kids' Day. I'm not sure what day that is. It doesn't say. But, yes, Scarefest. Very, very cool event that I hope some of y'all get a chance to go out and enjoy. Layla also has her hands in that. God bless her. She's a busy lady. And but she's doing what she loves, and that's important. We should do what we love. I did make minimal purchases today because, money is very limited. I was checking how much time I have left. I'm only 6 minutes in, so we're good. Oh, no, the microphone's moving. Okay, sorry about that. Minimal purchases because of minimal money. God bless Layla. I got comped through the door. So, you have to pay back. When you get good, you have to repay. And my lovely 14-year-old, Dawn, is currently in northern Kentucky at a marching band competition. She is in color guard. And with the marching band, she's one of the flag people. This is nothing like what I remember as when I was in high school and watched the marching band and stuff. It is nothing like that now. This is a big artistic event. The band and the flags and the rifles all work together, and just, it is beautiful and kind of overwhelming. I got to go to the parent preview this week. I cried. It was so pretty. And they weren't even in their whole gear, That was just their little practice stuff. And then I went to the football game last night, and I got to see, the full band uniforms, which the color guard's still in their practice dresses because their dresses aren't ready yet. But, oh my goodness, y'all. So beautiful. Just so beautiful. And I'm so proud of her. So I did get her a little something. As a congratulations on your first competition, I don't care how it turns out. As long as she has fun doing it and she's making beautiful art stuff and being physical and active and happy, that's what's important. If you do great in the competition, woo, awesome, and I'll be so proud of them if they do great. And, but either way, just being there, just being a part of it and having worked so hard to be a part of it is an accomplishment. So I got her a little something from Sensationally Wicked. And Sensationally Wicked makes candles, soap, scrubs, and more. And they're on Etsy. You can find them on Etsy at wickedsense4u.etsy.com. And just really sweet ladies. We chatted for a while. We even had a chat about the Spoon Bread Festival and the Rebel Flag controversies. And Lord, don't get me started. But at least I found ladies with similar hearts that, we're human. We make mistakes. But if we don't remember history, we're doomed to repeat it. And very sweet ladies. And some of the names of their stuff was so funny. Like they had wax melts called like Haunted House and Sleepy Hollow. And, so definitely check them out. If you get on Etsy, check them out. Or if you get out to one of the mystical fairs. Great ladies. Lots of fun. Great conversations. And so I got Dawn a little something from them as a gift. And then I went through the whole thing, y'all. And I several tables, several times, just looking. And this one table kept drawing me back and drawing me back. And they had, like little handmade doodads and stuff. And, things like I would make or people I know would make. And but they had plants. And I'm horrible with plants. And this plant just kept drawing me back. They had set up this plant like a fairy garden. And instead of having little fairy dollies in it, it had Frankenstein and his bride getting married in a cemetery. And it had like the little black bridal arch. Oh my goodness. So I kept coming back to it, and the lady cut me a deal. Super sweet. Shh. But she was super sweet. And because I had to get this for my sister. My sister loves horror movies. Sissy Pooh is just a huge horror movie buff. And I just saw it, and I walked away, and I would like circle the entire fair and came back around, and I was staring at it again. So I had to get that for Sissy Pooh. So yeah, spent more money than I should have today. But at least I was within reasonable boundaries. But this awesome little fairy garden came from Slate Creek Creations, and they are on Artfire, and that is a really long address. I will try for this. It is artfire.com/ext/shop/home/Slate Creek Creations. Here's my suggestion. Google Slate Creek Creations. That's SLATECREEK Creations. 3 words. That's my suggestion for that. But they had lots of nice handmade products. I saw some crocheted stuff, some Fimo stuff, beaded jewelry, a little bit of everything, and the plants. They had the little plants. And I don't want to take it all away from Garden Source, because we intend on having plants for sale at the Mystical Fair too at every opportunity as a fundraiser for my spiritual center that I'm a part of, Garden Source Spiritual Center. But this was something different. This was something we don't do. This was a different niche. So that was my only 2 purchases. So reasonable, very reasonable. And oh no, I'm so running out of time. This may have to be like a part 1 of 2 parts, because we can only record for 15 minutes at a time. But okay, so that was my promo. This was my big promo for the Mystical Fair. I will just wrap that up as is, because there's more I want to talk about, and I will probably just do a part 2 for that, since it is running out of time, because there's only like 2.5 minutes left. Well, I could see how fast I can talk. See how fast I can talk. I don't know. Hold up, I get a drink. So I met a lady today who she's been my online hero for a while. I was so starstruck when I met her, and Layla introduced us. Her name is Susie Sparrowhawk. She runs herbal stuff in Carlisle, Kentucky. She's at 138 East Main in Carlisle, Kentucky. And Susie is an amazing lady. I'm so glad I finally got to meet her in person. She has such great energy and a wonderful smile. And she doesn't grow herbs so much. She said she's a witch with a brown thumb. A green witch with a brown thumb. But she knows how to use the herbs. She knows how to help people with the herbs. And I had to hug her as much as possible today, because it was like, I don't know, it was kind of, for me, on the witch level, it was like meeting a rock star. Okay. And so hopefully I will get to see Susie again in the near future. I would love to have her come out to Garden Source and do a presentation on herbal healing. And the other great lady I met today's name was Ruth Ann Schultz, and she does spiritual stuff, clairvoyancy, and energy and healing work. And she worked with me a little bit today to, break some of my nasty loose that's been bothering me. And shout out to Ruth Ann. She did a wonderful job of helping transform my wall into something more useful. I will put a lot of good things in the show notes and hopefully post again soon. I'm not going to do a part 2. We got it all. It's in there. Email is in the show notes, mamaraven@gmail.com. Please give me your thoughts and ideas. And blessed be. and mahalo.